Hello again. Boy, I look almost like an owl considering how much my ring light is showing up over there. Um, I am still working at the dollhouse furniture. This will be part 4, and I have to edit part 3 because for some reason my phone glitched and then started recording again. So now I have to put the two pieces together, and I can't figure out how to do that on my phone. So I'll have to do it on the computer again and then post it. Um, but this is part 4. If you've been following the series, you know the history of the dollhouse, how it had been my mom's. I thought it was going to a nephew for his girls, but his wife nixed that. Fair enough, they don't have the biggest house. And this thing is sizable. I mean, it's 30 inches, it's 39 inches tall, it's 16 inches deep, and I forget what the length of it is. So it is a sizable dollhouse. So, one more box of stuff. Let me see what we got here. It all still has to be cleaned. So we're going to get through this last box and start deciding what's going where. And as I had mentioned before, some of this stuff was mine, mostly the teeny tiny stuff. A lot of it's going with the dollhouse. But there are, I mean, I need a new roof. So some of it may be getting sold. I haven't made up my mind about the A price dollhouse stuff. Because there is a fair amount of that up on eBay, and for a small lot of the stuff, you can get about $15. But is it worth it for? I don't know that I'm going to get that for just 3 pieces because the stuff's usually marked with a sticker. The stickers fall off, and there's no other way that I know of to identify it. So I'm seriously thinking that most of that's going to go with the house. I'm not sure this little box I have for that is going to be big enough. So let's see what's in this box. I'm going to turn you around so you can see my workspace. I have a kitchen towel, which had been white before I started today, on the table because if you're working with small stuff, whether it's beadwork or anything like that, a fuzzy towel I've found is great because if stuff drops out of your fingers and it's teeny tiny, it doesn't roll away if it's dropping onto a towel that has like a bath towel or a kitchen towel that has fuzziness to it. If it's like a tea towel and smooth, the stuff's going to roll right off. But if it's something fuzzy, it doesn't necessarily roll away on you. So let's get started. Let's see if I can get you. No, I'm trying to do this one-handed, and I realize I'm not getting the light. I'm not getting the light down there. Okay, let's try. Let's try that. Now, I know this piece. This piece was one of mine. I use this one with my Dawn dolls because it's really, it's about the right size. And if you open it up, it has little things of books in there. And the drawer's open. Always loved it. But as you could see, the scale's a little big. Just a wee bit. So in the dollhouse, this was a massive piece. But it is the right size for my Dawn dolls, and I still have them. But yeah, this, I don't know how to tell what the scale is for each thing. So we've got that one. Now this is, I suspect this is another price piece just because of the way it's finished. The type of little nails they use is exactly the same as the china closet, but this has no sticker. The back is the same kind of wood, so I suspect this is another price piece. But now that doesn't seem so bad. I guess because of this, it just seemed like the scale of this when it's next to all the other pieces just really does seem big and bigger than what it should be for this house. So it's not much different. But this one will go with the other price stuff. I cleaned up. This was so dusty. Look how well this came out. All the little brass hinges, and they are amazing hinges because they just hook over a little piece of wire. Can you see that? The wire just comes up and across and then down at that end, and it's just hooked right over, curled right over the wire. And little tiny nails in. But this just cleaned up so beautifully. Another piece that I suspect is price. So pretty sure that one is. Have to make up my mind about that one. This is the kitchen sink. So this has to get cleaned up. This will be going with the house. Now see, that's another. Oh, I just lost a drawer. A price products. Can't read. It's something, I think New Jersey, made in Taiwan. So there's another one. Now the heavy varnish on this. You see the shine? This does not match the price stuff at all. Oh no, all the drawers. I cannot do this one-handed. The stuff is just too tiny. So the drawers open. You know what I love about this one is that if you own one of these, we used to have one here. My sister got that they actually have little pieces that come out and they would hold the top of your desk. We had what was called a 13 colonies desk because there were 13 individual little windows on the doors. This one has a different type of top. And our real one actually had little hidden compartments in the desk. And the cool part of the way ours was made is that when you pulled this down, these came out automatically, which I've not seen. Usually you have to pull them out yourself, but every little one of these tiny drawers does open. So, and I've noticed with the price stuff, they don't really finish the back that much. Not really. Okay, so we've got these two that definitely are going. We know this one's going. Oh, there's the man. He's going. That is cool. That is very much Depression era furniture. That is cool. There's a lot of chairs in here. You're going to see a lot of chairs. Whether there's a dining room table, I don't know. All right, so I have to make up my mind about my piece. That's going. That's going. We know these are going with them. Because tonight I have to finish everything that's going to them. That's a real mirror in there. So we've got that. Okay. We got, how many gingham chairs do we have? 1, 2. Rocking chair. 3. So we have 2 armchairs, all armchairs. On one of the previous videos, I showed you a little kit set that was to repair these tiny little suckers. I am not about to mess with those tiny little suckers. And you know, furniture-wise, this flat part's usually on top. I think these are on upside down. I'll be getting that. They aren't getting her. She's a resin piece. So I'll clean her up, tuck her into a live sale at some point. We have, that's that same kind of back. I suspect this is another price piece. I had to check because I didn't check to make sure all the drawers were emptied on these things. So that may be going. That's a beautiful, look at the wood grain on that. And that's the bottom. Pity they didn't use that for the top. That's a lovely little table. The legs are uneven though. Oh my goodness. The legs are really, really uneven. It's cockeyed. This one is shorter than the others. Whoops. Well, that's a surprise. Okay. Now, what do we think this goes to? It's a nice little footstool. I haven't seen any furniture that this matches. Now we do have this. Now remember we saw a red chair in an earlier video. So I'm guessing that this goes with, okay, tipsy table, we'll put you there. This goes with the red chair. And I'm guessing this goes with the red chair. It's the exact same velveteen. So they will all be going together. Now I've got a little bench that, again, the type of wood, the coloring, doesn't match anything here. So I will check what's in the box to go, but I don't think that matches anything. We're getting quite the store going here. Now, there's that one's little drawer. This is, I'll have to look, does it say FP Toys? Is it Fisher Price? No, it's not Fisher Price. Teeny, teeny little dollhouse for in your teeny, teeny dollhouse, but it's plastic. Now this one is another lovely one, but it's missing most of its little pieces, so they're definitely getting this because they'll also have all the pieces to repair it. I don't know that this ever had those. If it did, they are long gone because I don't even remember that having those drawers. Oh, my old Kentucky home. It's another one. Same little drawer things. So, oh, that's not where that should be. That should be attached to the door. But so far, all this is going. I really have to think about mine. But all this will be going with them. And then there's this. This is not going with them. This was mine. Well, what was that noise? Because the kittens are in the basement. I had to banish them so I could film. Would they knock over this time? See, the lid is a little crooked, but if you open it up, oh, I'll have to tighten up that little nail there. So it needs a little oiling and cleaning. I also didn't want to wind it up too hard. The mechanism says Sankyo, but it's missing its music holder. It's missing that piece. But this was mine as a kid. It was a music box given to me, and it was just the perfect size for the dollhouse. So I started letting it just be in. When Mom got her dollhouse, I put it in the dollhouse because I knew for it to be her house, it really desperately needed a piano. My mother knew how to play. I can remember her as a child playing the piano. We still have her piano, which the family gave her when she was 9 or 10. No, 10, because no, I take that back. She was 9 or 10 when the piano disappeared. She'd had rheumatic fever and was stuck upstairs for weeks, and when she came back down, the old upright piano was gone. And then when she was in her teens, like 14, 15 maybe, suddenly there was a piano for her Christmas present one year. And we still have that piano, but the block inside has got issues. But I thought, Mom, you can't have a dollhouse without a piano in it. So I had this in there, but I will keep this for now. I'll get it all cleaned up. I will see what I can do about the mechanism. I do know a little bit about these, and I know, see, there's this wheel piece, this little plastic, should be on the end of the cylinder, and where it is now, it's probably slowing it down a little bit. So I'll take care of that, and when it's ready, I may not be able to replace that because I think there was a problem that it didn't want to shut correctly with that music holder in there. But when I'm ready to part with it, I will probably put it in a live sale. But this is definitely sticking with me for now. And that's everything that was in that box. So I have a lot to do tonight. Got to get it all finished so that it can all be, because this is a lot right here that's all got to fit in this box that's going. Unfortunately, we did not find, I have all the kitchenware bagged up, but one of these pots is missing a lid, and we didn't find it in the boxes, and I only had those 2 boxes. But that's going with it too. So not much that I'm really keeping, but it's a lot that's still got to get cleaned up because of the amount of dust on it. I just don't feel right. They're already going to have to rehab the house. Some of these need repair. I just don't feel right giving them all the furniture all dusty and cruddy too. So I'm going to give that to them. That's a big pile of stuff. But it'll be nice to have that big thing out of here. It'll be very nice to have that big thing out of here. It's a big old house. And then the next step will be working on all the boxes that are on the server, because this is all eBay. I'm not sure I'm even in frame, but this is all eBay. I have to make sure I have the right size boxes. I've done that to you guys too, where I've sold something and turned out I didn't have a box big enough to fit it. I've learned my lesson from you guys. Thank you. I don't list stuff there, and I don't bring it to the sale anymore. If I don't already know I have a box it will fit in. Not making those mistakes anymore. So So I hope you enjoyed this series. There will be one more because there is one very cool special set you haven't seen. That's out in the kitchen, and because I just didn't. It's an amazing filigree, and I did not trust putting it in the box with everything else. So there'll be one more of these coming up of tidying up the dollhouse. But I already know that one set that's out there, I already know that's staying. I have two little pieces I have to see about repairing, and then I will decide whether that's coming to a live sale. I think it might just come to a live sale because it's stunning. Or whether it would go onto eBay, but I honestly think that set might come to you guys first. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, by all means, hit the like button, the thumbs up, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I am aiming to be at 1,500 subscribers by May 28th, which will be the 3rd anniversary of my having a YouTube channel. I missed out being able to have a party for my first year because I honestly didn't know what it was at the time. And by then, I was still having issues with my spine. And I still put out content, even though I was flat in bed. Still put out content. And then the next one to hit was the 2-year mark, and that was the relapse of the spine. So, and then hitting the 1,000, all that hit, and so I never got to have a party with you guys. So May 28th, I want to have that all-night party that I never got to have, a big slumber party, and I would like to have that this year. But I'm also hoping that we can get me to 1,500 subscribers by then. I think we can do it. I'm already at 1,127. I think we can get me there. I really do. So, challenge is on. So there will be one more wrap-up video showing that special set and what I'm keeping and what's been cleaned, but of what I'm keeping. But all this that we just pulled out, I have to get to work cleaning this because it's all going to leave tomorrow morning with the house. So by the time you see this, it'll already left with the house. So, have a good night, and I will see you around. Bye.